Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. I am Dan, and today I'm gonna play Goblins. Goblins have been doing some results lately. I hear that Mikey K of Pauper to the People fame has just scored 4-0 in a daily, and here is Gar H doing 4-0 in a daily as well. So I brought out my old Goblins deck. I just filmed the match against Affinity, and I'm looking to run into other decks and see what Goblins are like against them. I'm now 2-3 with the Goblins deck, so I'm absolutely no expert, but I am learning. On this page you can see the metagame statistics since the bannings, and we see Goblins as the number 6 winningest deck with 4.4% of the decks that received prizes, and that's pretty good. So it's the sixth best deck in a clear tier 1.5 deck. I'm not sure why Goblins improved that much, because it had an excellent Infect matchup, and I don't think it had such a bad Storm matchup. It could put a lot of pressure on Storm. But here we are with lots of Goblins. One theory I have is that Cloudpost have killed all the other control decks like Mono Black Control and stuff that Goblins fear, and Cloudpost is so slow that Goblins can actually overrun it, whereas other control decks such as Blue Black Trinket Control could win. And we are gonna play against Reinaldo Vrins. So let's see what we are up against. No mulligan here. Something blue. Is it time? Yes, it's time for the Delver matchup. It can also be something else, such as Mono Blue Control. Do we kill this Delver, or do we put pressure on him? I think he's just getting too much ahead if the Delver lives. So I'm gonna kill the Delver. I'm not sure this is the correct play, but I will do it. Let me know if you think that's the play or not. Preordain is good news. That's lost tempo for him. I'm looking at an article about Goblins. Alright, no creatures. That means that it's time to drop the cohorts. I was very right in bolting that Delver, but it's easy to be results oriented. Despar completely wrecks Delver game 1 and only mostly wrecks them after that. Their only answer to resolve Smith game 1 is bounce plus counterspell. Don't attack with your Smith because of flashed play around Spellsmith Stutter Sprite. And I am heavily favored in game 1. I don't know about how much. I think he's Mono Blue Control actually, as he's doing nothing. I'm playing the Raider. Do I bushwalk into open mana? Wow, we counted it. That's not a good play. Okay, I hit you for 8. So let's say some fairies. But there's a Seagate Oracle. He's definitely not playing Delver. I have some increased respect for Seagate Oracle, but I don't really like him much. And of course he is doing something here. I'm gonna get rid of the Bushwalker to get through here and kill the Oracle. Looks like a fair trade. So I'm giving this guy +1, sacrificing him so I can beat through. I'm flooding now. I play 18 lands in my Goblin deck, and that might be too much. That guy is a beating. I really want something against him as well. There's so many cards I want to sideboard against. So do I really attack here, or what happens? I score 4 points of damage if I attack here. I think I will. And I will sacrifice the Sledder to save one of the... Or will I? Or will I just do 3 points of damage? No, I will sacrifice him. Put him to 8. That was very aggressive. And I think I don't have the reach to get through this. A mono blue control will wreck me. So what do I bring in against him? Obviously Pyroblast is pretty good. Deathspark is not as good. Sparksmith is still really good. I don't need a life staff. Do I take out... Chain Lightning can't be the best. I'm taking out one Matron, one Denizen, one Chain Lightning, one Mog Raider. I'm bringing in 3 Pyroblasts and 1 Sparksmith. That looks like my cyber plan. I did not expect Gush in a mono blue control deck. It sets his tempo back a lot. But we keep drawing lands. We can't even attack this turn. So are we giving him the chance to recover? We are, and that means that we're in for a long game of being killed by mono blue control, which takes forever. I have no idea why people still play this deck. It has a horrible Cloudpost matchup, and it doesn't really beat Stompy better than Cloudpost does, so please let me know. I think it beats Delver. I haven't played mono blue control ever. This is Mog War Marshal, and he will be counterspelled. There are many like him, but this Mog War Marshal is mine. Yay! Weird blue spell. Logic Knot. It's just awesome. And I can't really attack, so nothing happens. Goblins against mono blue control. Think the insectile aberration is coming over. Okay, how do I get through this? Bushwalker, Fireblast. When the control deck takes total command like this, the only thing I can do is try to have enough cards in hand to be able to overwhelm him with one sudden strike. We're on turn 8, he still hasn't done 1 point of damage to me. But I think he will now. Maybe. If I stack up on cards in hand as well, he has to think about many possibilities. And little does he know that there are no possibilities, that I only have 2 mountains in hand. Well, I'm having second thoughts about taking out the Dennis, and I think I'm gonna take out 2 raiders. Do I like my Chain Lightning? I think I do. I think I'm taking out 3 raiders actually. Mog Raider doesn't feel like a good card against his deck. Oh, what is the chance that I can resolve a Sparksmith? Almost 0, I would say. So I'm holding on to him for one more turn. Hoping to play something that he has to counter. He keeps his mana low because of Gush and other things. So I might be able to play 2 spells. So, sweet lord. Yeah, I'm taking 5. How much is... I have 9 out, so I'm on a 3 turn clock here. Or 2 turn clock. Okay, I think I got to go for it. So I'm bolting the Delver, hoping to get that counterspell. If it isn't counterspelled, that'll buy me some time. And here is the Sparksmith. Of course, that will never resolve. And when it doesn't, I think we can safely concede. But it does resolve. That's interesting. Though it immediately becomes useless as we take 9 damage. So it was way too late for that. We're just dead. Piracy Charm proves its immense worth. And this is really embarrassing because Sparksmith did nothing. I should have played him the turn before. But he still doesn't like my Sparksmith. The Piracy Charms are just raining down on me. Let's look at the card we draw here and see what we can find. Steel Sabotage. Clever. Very clever. And I don't know of a single card in my deck that will help us. So we have lost the first game. Okay, so the sideboard plan was 3 Pyroblast. I would love it to bring in something for... Is he bringing in Serrated Arrows? Yeah, I'm bringing in Sparksmith and the 2 Smash the Smithereens. We are taking out Matron, 4 Sladders, and 1 Chain Lightning. I am not sure about the sideboard plan. I'm not sure about the sideboard. I'm very open to suggestions. With many other decks, I ask the good players about the plans, but this time I want us to figure out the Goblin sideboard plan together. So let me know what you think about the Goblin sideboard. What should be in there, against what decks, etc. Yes, I like to play first. No, I'm not gonna take a mulligan. Well, this looks like a decent hand. We have some early pressure, which is nice. We have the Bushwalker, we have a Bolt. Let's hope we don't draw more land. Because if we do, that means that he will have the time to deal with us. Mog Raider. So next turn we can Bushwalk for... That's unfortunate, we can Bushwalk for nothing. I think we have already lost. So I will cast the Bushwalker here. Because we are in need of early pressure. I'm not sure that was correct. But now I have ensured that we lose. Not enough pressure early. It looked good with 3 lands, but that was already too much. And maybe I should have sent that hand back. But I'm not sure. And now I'm trying to beat him down with a Mog Raider and a Mog Raider only. Why didn't I wait with the Bushwalker until he cast the Seagate Oracle? Well, you learn as long as you live. I have him at 18. I am flooded again. And it looks painful. Looks really painful for the poor Goblin deck. I don't know how good this matchup is. It seems that he would be able to stop my aggression quite well. And there is the Spire Golem. And now I have nothing. Almost nothing that I can do. Spire Golem is quite the card. And somewhere in his deck he has actual spells that he will find with Preordain and Ponder. And the crucial temp advantage these Ponder Preordain give me against him are now gone. Killing the Delver. Trying to cast Sparksmith. I cast Sparksmith. That's interesting. But he immediately dies. Should have sacrificed him. Didn't make too much of a difference. And here is Gush. The end of my turn. Well, I hope you enjoy seeing goblins getting smashed by mono blue control. I'm not even sure there's a way out of this now. I suppose I could draw like goblin, 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 bushwalker. And I would still be fine. So let's see what happens. There's the bushwalker. So now we need to draw goblin, 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 and then we can just attack with everyone. That will be great, and he mustn't have a counterspell. So maybe it... Where is Deathspark? Deathspark would be great. There's the Mog War Marshal. And now suddenly we have an attack. Right? If War Marshal resolves, I will try to cast Bushwalker. And charge in. I don't have much hope here. Bushwalker has been counterspelled. No, he's looking for the counterspell. But he doesn't find it. And we are now attacking. I think I will kill the Seagate Oracle in favor of doing extra damage. I'm not sure. Yes, I will. So, there's the Mog Raider. He needs to sacrifice the War Marshal. to give himself +1/+1. And yeah, then he lives. That's awesome. So that felt pretty good. But now we can't do much again. And he has a 7-card hand. There's Weatherseed Fairies! And I have not sideboarded in Flaring Pain. It's there. Against Weatherseed. Because Flaring Pain turns off protection from... does it? From Electricity, yeah. But I haven't bought it in Electricity. Wow, this is not good. I think one of the reasons Flaring Pain is in the sideboard, it's primarily against Prismatic Strands. But I think there was a note in this article I read long ago about Flaring Pain and the Weatherseed Fairies. It felt like I had some kind of attack going there, but I didn't. And even if I draw Bushwalker now, I will only get through 9 damage in the best of worlds. But that's probably worth doing. Curse of Chains. Yay! So what can we do against this? What can men do against such reckless hate? Ah, that's the blue line. Because I am being very much controlled by the mono blue control deck. If I draw a Bushwalker now, I would be happy, but I'm sure he has a play here. No. Another conscripts. That means I can hit him for 3, which is not enough. I do only have 2 turns to live. So next turn I must do the all-out assault. And that's not very easy to do. When my spell is Hydroblasted, I can do 4 damage by sacking the Raider. But I'm just totally dominated by mono blue control here. And this was a crap matchup for the deck. I added that this matchup seems really hard. And now I have to... Oh, serrated arrows. Oh, I'm glad I bought in the Smash to Smithereens. Sad I didn't see them. Yep. Thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Dan, and we were playing Goblins against Mono Blue Control, and we were trashed by Ronaldo Rins.